Toyota has recalled over 120,000 Toyota and Lexus vehicles due to potential engine failure concerns, bringing the total number of affected engines to 127,000. Reports claim some engines are failing as early as 18,000 miles. While Toyota attributes the problem to manufacturing debris, independent engine teardowns suggest the issue may stem from a serious design defect. Even engines that were replaced under the recall have reportedly failed again. This growing V35A engine crisis is damaging Toyota's reputation. In November 2025, the company issued a large recall in North America, covering roughly 127,000 vehicles. These include 2022 to 2024 Toyota Tundra trucks equipped with the 3.4-liter twin-turbo V6, as well as certain Lexus LX and GX models. More than 100,000 trucks and SUVs are involved, all powered by engines that can suddenly fail without warning. So, this is not the first action taken. Toyota has been repeatedly addressing issues with the V35A engine since its introduction. The initial recall applied to engines produced between November 2021 and February 13, 2023. The recall was later expanded to include engines built through February 14, 2024, effectively extending the affected production period by a full year. Alarmingly, some failures have also been reported in vehicles outside the official recall range, including 2025 models. Even more concerning, some owners who received replacement engines during the earlier recall have experienced another engine failure. In other words, the repaired engines are also breaking down. Many owners describe the engine as unreliable and unpredictable, saying it feels like a serious risk to drive. They report that failure doesn't seem like a possibility anymore, but rather a matter of time. Online discussions are filled with stories from affected drivers. One owner said their 2022 Tundra lost power on the highway at 32,000 miles. The engine began making loud knocking noises before completely locking up, leaving them without their vehicle for months. Another reported a 2023 model failing at only 18,000 miles. The dealership discovered metal fragments inside the engine and replaced it under warranty, but the owner now worries it could happen again. Other owners have described severe breakdowns at very low mileage, sometimes resulting in financial losses after trading in their vehicles. Some say their trucks lost resale value entirely. Many complaints focus not only on the failures themselves but also on Toyota's response. Some customers claim warranty coverage was denied due to alleged maintenance issues, even though they had documented service records. Others report long delays, sometimes several months, waiting for engine replacements. One contractor shared that their work truck failed at 41,000 miles, causing months of downtime and lost income. Although Toyota provided a temporary loaner vehicle, it was far less suitable for their needs. Another owner expressed frustration over spending a large amount of money on a vehicle that spent extended time in the shop, saying they would never purchase from the brand again. So, what is actually happening? Drivers report sudden catastrophic engine failure, often accompanied by knocking sounds, loss of oil pressure, grinding noises, and complete engine seizure. These failures typically involve damage to crankshaft bearings and internal metal components. The V35A FTS engine is a 3.4-liter aluminum twin-turbo direct-injection V6 producing 389 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. While it delivers strong performance and good towing capability, some believe it may not be sufficiently durable for heavy-duty truck use under extreme conditions. Toyota's official explanation points to manufacturing debris left inside some engines during production. According to the company, metal particles may block oil passages, reducing lubrication and leading to bearing damage. Toyota says that affected engines will be inspected and replaced if necessary, at no cost to the customer. They also mention that warranty extensions and loaner vehicles are being provided, which, is meant to help folks who are dealing with this issue. However, critics argue that if debris were the only cause, failures would most likely be limited to specific factories or certain production periods. Instead, engine problems are showing up across different years, plants and batches, which, honestly, suggests there could be a broader issue at play. Another concern that's been raised by observers is that failed engines are reportedly being returned to Toyota, which, well, kind of limits independent examination. This has led some people to question whether there might be additional factors involved. Independent teardown analyses have also been shared publicly. In one case, a dismantled engine showed significant damage concentrated in the lower engine components, particularly spun main bearings and crankshaft wear. The upper engine components appeared largely unaffected. Supporters of the design flaw theory argue that this damage pattern does not fully match the debris explanation. Some engineers speculate that the engine's bottom-end design, including bearings and oiling system, may not be robust enough for sustained high loads, especially in heavy trucks used for towing. Under extreme heat and pressure, insufficient oil film strength or tight bearing tolerances could contribute to premature failure. The teardown also revealed differences in bearing design compared to older engines, including changes to thrust bearing surface area. Critics believe these design adjustments may reduce durability under heavy-duty conditions. Failures have been reported across multiple model years and production runs, which some interpret as evidence of a structural design issue rather than a simple manufacturing error. Early complaints began appearing shortly after the redesigned Tundra launched. By 2023, reports of engine failures had become widespread across owner communities. In mid-2024, Toyota issued its first major recall covering engines produced between late 2021 and early 2023. However, hybrid versions using the same 3.4-liter twin-turbo engine were initially excluded, with the company noting that the hybrid system could still move the vehicle even if the gasoline engine failed.